What is up, boyos?
Hello, boyos.
This is the Loner Gamecast, where we discuss that everything is video games. This week, we're talking about Hideo Kojima being canceled? Oh no! A Ghost of Tsushima director's cut? Oh yeah! And much, much more. My name is Jake. Down below me is Nicholas Sapon. And
Oh hi!
And
Oh hi!
over here is Danielle Law.
Hi, aka Mischievous Vixen.
How you guys doing? What's up?
Doing good.
Good. That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
It's hot. We're doing pretty hot.
Yeah, it's
it
fucking
is
hot.
It's so
what?
hot in the house.
I'm
I
reading-
had to freeze the mints.
I'm reading
Make them-
81
Okay.
in here.
Ooh.
I'm happy
Is
to
that
be
a book?
back. I'd like to say thank you for filling in for me last week, Danielle. I really appreciate it.
I couldn't get my hair cut to make sure I looked like you.
Right.
I appreciate that. Well, let's just get into it. What you been playing? We'll start with Danny. What's up? What you been playing?
I've been playing Stardew. Yeah,
Tell us about it.
Please.
it's Stardew. It's
Okay.
What is Stardew?
the little
I've
farming
never heard of
sim cute game that's like a mix between Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, and all those games, but surprisingly better. Yeah, it's fun. I'm on year 2 in the fall, just having fun, wishing it was fall in real life. It's just an escape for me right now, just a relaxing escape.
Sounds like you're having fun.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Stardew is like, it's one of those games that I've put in like probably 500 hours, and that's just on the Switch. I also own it on PC and PS4. That I mixed 4 and 5 there. The 4 of, it's a fantastic game.
It is.
What about you, Nick? What you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of shit, dude. I've been playing Call of Duty, the new one, whatever it's called, Cold War, I think.
Yeah.
And then we played some Tetris Effect
Oh, yeah.
multiplayer beta. All 3 of us, we did that last night.
That was
That was
fun.
pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Yeah. I kind of want more out of like the co-op mode. I feel like we could do so much more, but the zone battle mode is where it's at. The 2-player 1v1 zone battle. That's the best. Then I've been playing the Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo. Pretty cute still. I enjoy that one. And what else do I have on here? Oh, Poopies. Also Poopies, apparently. Thanks, Jake.
Oh yeah.
That's about it.
Nice,
Poopies.
nice, real professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Tetris Effect Connected is good. And like
Mhm.
it's what I wanted when the game launched, and what I wish this was like an update of what we're getting now. You know? Because like
Yeah.
it's cool, like it has the modes, the fun modes, and the like it has classic mode and all that fun stuff, and then it has that like connected mode where it's like a 3-player co-op mode and you fight a big boss. They had a special event over the weekend where it was 3 people versus 1 person, right? And it was just so poorly optimized. Like I really wish they would spend more time to like optimize it. And it's criminal how undermarketed this game is as well. But
Yeah. I agree. Maybe they don't have the money for marketing,
maybe
you know?
maybe
'Cause-
I'm wondering if they're maybe going to talk about it at the PlayStation event, right? Because if this is just a beta, and then like at the PlayStation event there's just like a little thing for Tetris Effect Connected, it's like, hey, I'm yours
That'd be-
forever. You know, just for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
fully
Yeah.
comes out whatever date it comes out, you know. I could
Yeah.
see that.
I could also see it being a PlayStation Plus game.
Yeah, that'd be a great PlayStation Plus game.
It sure would be. Yeah, it looks it is really good. It's missing something. I don't know, that 3-player / occasional 4-player mode is really cool. As I really enjoy playing the boss on that, but as like the players working together, I feel like it's just kind of it's missing something, and I don't know what that something is.
It's fun. My biggest issue is I've been playing quite a bit of it, like online, and it takes forever to find a match. And then when I find a match, I'm playing some dude in Poland, and it's like, dude, your player base is this small that I'm playing a dude in Poland right now. Like that's crazy.
I know, and Tetris Effect is such a fun game. I want it to be bigger.
Yeah, it should be. It deserves to be.
Yeah, I think if it was marketed more, and I'm hoping that they show it at whatever PlayStation event. There's inevitably going to be a PlayStation event.
Maybe they could do a Tetris Effect Puyo Puyo crossover, and I'll get it the attention it needs.
Well, that was the other thing. Like Puyo Puyo Tetris came out. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 came out earlier this year, and that was criminally undermarketed as well.
But also criminally overpriced.
True. Well, so was Tetris Effect when it first came out. So, in fairness,
I don't know, man. $40 for that game is not bad.
Yeah. Same price for Puyo Puyo.
I know, but there's no story in Puyo, is there?
Yeah, there is. There's a full story. Actually, dialogue and everything. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, maybe it's not criminally overpriced.
There's a lot to do in that game. Yeah. So last week I wasn't here. I went to San Diego. And we stayed in this Airbnb, right? And at this Airbnb, they happened to have a Wii U there.
Right.
And I was like, oh, wow, a Wii U. Like, what games do they have here? I never had a Wii U, but I've played a lot of the games. But I was just like looking through their library that they had there. And it's just like, dude, the Wii U had so many kick-ass games. It's crazy. That thing really, but then you hold the thing in your hand and it feels so chintzy and bad. But
I feel like I'm holding old, outdated technology, and it's not even that old.
It feels like one of those like Fisher Price like tablet things for kids.
Tablets,
Camera for a toddler.
Yeah, one of those like underwater cameras that kids use, and it's like, oh great.
Or like one of those like learning things. It's like, hey, learn your ABCs on this little tablet thing.
Where's Vigia?
Yeah.
But
so what did you play on that? Did you booted it up and I'm guessing you played something on it, right?
Well, obviously, what was in there initially was Mario Kart, because of course. So we played a little Mario Kart.
Mario Kart what though?
Mario Kart 8.
Oh my God, that game is so old. Stop buying it, everybody.
Yeah,
we'll make another one.
Though. It was wild, like opening up Mario Kart 8 because I'm so used to it on my Switch that like you can't even play Classic Rainbow Road because that's DLC.
Wow.
So
oh, that sucks.
Yeah, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is actually pretty legit.
That is the nice part about Deluxe.
Yeah, it has all the DLC. It's nice. But
for how long that game has been out, it should have more fucking DLC than what it has.
It should.
It should, yeah. But Nintendo's getting a Nintendo. But I put in Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, which I had never played before, and I was with my 7-year-old nephew or whatever, and I'm like, oh, he could play Kirby, he can handle that shit, and he played it for a second, and you use the stylus to like build a little like road for Kirby to follow, road. And you tap them to make them go, and then I started playing it, and I just started playing it for like 3 hours, and like it was so fun and addictive. Like it was such a cool idea for a game, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Cool. It was like having the DS but on a bigger scale.
Yeah, and it was kind of janky and like I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Another game I played while I was there, because I didn't bring any of my consoles with, right? Like I didn't bring a Switch or anything. So I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do while I'm here? So I downloaded Fallout Shelter, and started playing Fallout Shelter again.
Also an old game. Have they added anything new to it?
I don't know. It depends on the last
time you played.
Depends on the last time you played. I don't know.
Oh man, the expeditions where you send your guys out was the last time I played.
Yeah, that shit's all there, and the dogs and the cats and all that stuff is in there. It's just a fun time, man. It's a good time. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Fallout Shelter is a classic jam. I wish they would make like another one, and like a more in-depth like it's like XCOM, like the best part of XCOM, where you're building your little town. I love it. It's so great. I'm gonna skip the next two. Let's get into titties.
All right.
Titties. Yeah.
What we lovingly call titties. These are little tidbits of news. First tidbit of news: GTA 6 will reportedly only be out in 2025. And I did not write this. That's ripped. That is the headline of the article. GTA 6 will reportedly only be out in 2025. That's such a weird way to word that.
That is, yeah.
Only.
Be out.
So apparently, like, I guess the idea is that they're gonna include a Fortnite-like evolving map in GTA 6. And the reason I didn't add this into like as its own piece of news is because this shit doesn't come out until 2025, and it's all rumors. So
Yep.
But yeah, apparently it's gonna have like a Fortnite-like evolving map for online, and it's, you know, and the rumor was like it was supposed to be set in the 80s, but apparently it's supposed to be modern day Vice City is where it's gonna be placed.
That's kind of cool.
I don't know. Any thoughts?
It's all speculation, though. I don't know.
Vice City, that's just like Vegas, so it's like.
Maybe it is Vegas. Maybe that's how they keep evolving it, and like they just blow up towers and build new ones and like new strips of land. You know, maybe it is set in Vegas. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but
especially since they introduced the casino stuff, and
that's true.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's barely a game. 2025. It's so far out there. I don't think this is really even worth putting on here. It is a titty. It's a titty for sure.
Yeah, well, and apparently, you know, I guess there is reason to believe that it's going to be set in modern day Vice City because it was leaked by Tom Henderson, who previously leaked Call of Duty and Battlefield 2042. Apparently, this dude is pretty in the know somehow, so
he's got friends.
He's got friends on the inside. Next titty is Last of Us HBO show has begun production. There was a little picture. I saw the picture. It's Tommy, Joel, and Sarah in a car driving somewhere. I wonder what could be happening.
Just like the first fucking scene in that movie.
I wonder what could be happening. I wonder what they're filming there.
Yeah. I saw that on Instagram.
They all seemed happy and jovial to be on set, which is a weird place to be happy because that's a very sad moment of the game.
Yes, it is. Maybe they don't. Maybe what happens doesn't actually happen, and they just say screw it.
Maybe the Last of Us TV show isn't even a zombie show.
Maybe it's a rom-com.
Yeah. Joel and Tommy aren't actually brothers.
You're ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe they start a coffee shop in Central Park, and they call it Central Perk.
Yeah.
And
then like a group of friends.
kooky friends living upstairs just make it their.
I mean, yeah, Friends apparently is an HBO show too now. So makes sense.
I guess so.
We need the Last of Us Friends crossover. It's what we all deserve.
No. There are no friends in The Last of Us.
I disagree.
We're all friends in
that
The Last
doggo?
of Us.
Well, I mean, the friendships
doggo?
don't last long.
In The Last
What
of Us
doggo?
2. The one that you kill.
I'm like, the one that you kill?
He's your friend, though.
That doggo's my paw.
No, I took that doggo's paw.
Oh, God.
Housemarque and Nixus, console to PC port specialist, have been acquired by Sony. The reason this is a titty as well, especially the Housemarque thing. I don't really know much about Nixus, but Housemarque, to me, it seemed inevitable that this would happen.
Yeah. And with this, they also like released. It was like a PlayStation tweet from the PlayStation blog, and they released an image that said "Welcome to the team," and it said, it had the PlayStation logo, and it also had Blue Point on there. And then like a couple hours later, they switched it to like Housemarque.
Oh,
so people were like, "Is Blue Point also People are thinking like they're also acquiring Bluepoint, but it hasn't been confirmed yet.
They should acquire Bluepoint, and Bluepoint could make a kick-ass Demon Souls sequel. They should absolutely do that.
And then Nixxes is just some sort of company that takes console games and ports them to PC.
And that's kind of a big deal too, because it just kind of confirms that they're really focused on getting more of their games to Steam.
Yeah.
But the other thing with this Housemarque acquisition that was weird, the discourse online that I saw was really strange. A lot of people like making the comparison to like, oh, Sony's trying to catch up to Xbox.
I saw that too.
I don't see that. I don't think this is like an answer to Xbox at all. This just seems like makes sense. Like they've been making Sony exclusive titles for fucking ever. Yeah. I mean, since fucking Resogun on the, that was like a Vita game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't know. This doesn't seem like an answer at all. So I don't know. Any
just seems right.
Yes.
That's all. Yep.
Todd Howard says Elder Scrolls 6 is still in early planning phase. Is that a surprise?
No. I just threw it in here because he said something. He's like, yeah, it's still early and it won't be out for a while.
At least he said something, because there's always those fans that are like, we need an update.
True. That's very true. The clarity, the openness with the fans is very important. Just like, yeah, this is where we're at. We're still working on it. Don't worry, we're still working. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But
yeah, transparency.
It's good that they transparency. That's the word I was looking for. Transparency is.
I don't know though. It's like Starfield still needs to come out, and like Starfield is gonna come out before this game, and like I don't even think they're gonna start true production on this game until Starfield comes out, which is until next year. So
right,
like we're not gonna see Elder Scrolls for I don't know, like
a while.
Like we're gonna see like 3 more fucking ports of Skyrim before we see another Elder Scrolls game.
God, I hope not.
We will. We're gonna get those like PS5 Ultra
PS5
editions.
versions, yeah, the ray tracing versions for sure.
It's gonna happen, dude. What is this? Yep. Mobile games have spent nearly $45 billion.
Mobile gamers. Sorry,
it says games.
I know it says games.
Mobile games. I was like, that's
there you go. Sorry.
Well, here we go.
Oh, now it makes
sense.
Over.
Back it up.
Take it back.
Back the prompter up. Yeah.
Mobile gamers have spent nearly $45 billion in 2021 so far, a 17.9% increase compared to the first 6 months of 2020.
That's interesting.
That is
I would think there'd be more spending at the beginning of or mid 2020 of last year. Everyone just on their phone, people without consoles, especially since we had that like Switch shortage last year too.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
I also I wonder what that means.
Maybe it means people did get addicted to mobile games then.
Well, I mean, like what does that mean? Mobile gamers have spent nearly 45 on what? On games or microtransactions?
I'm thinking it's everything. Just they spent money.
Does this include like Amazon Luna and
That's a good point.
Google Stadia, like that. Those are mobile games. If you're playing them on your phone, xCloud or whatever. I don't even know if that's a thing yet. But like, is that included? Because if that's the case, then the 17.9% makes total sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's such a huge increase, though.
It
almost
is
20% more coming out of people's pockets on just mobile games. That's huge.
Yeah, but like if you're including 2 new platforms, like full on platforms, and then
you don't have to spend money on those platforms, though.
You do to like play the games, right? Like, and that's what I mean. Like, what does it mean?
Maybe it has to do with the economy, and there's more like Gen Z children like getting jobs now, and then they're the ones who are doing all the mobile gaming, and they're like, oh, I got a job now, I can buy more.
This is such a vague thing, though. Like mobile gamers. don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
so this,
what's the source?
I'll go into this. This comes from GameIndustry.biz,
Okay.
and it's titled "Mobile Gamers Have Spent Nearly 45 billion in 2021 so far." Let's see. Apple's store accounted for more than half of this at 26 billion. The highest grossing games for H1 were Honor of Kings, PUBG Mobile, Genshin Impact, Roblox, Coinmaster, respectively. So it seems like microtransactions for these games. Overall
And those
consumer
games
spending
keep
across
growing.
both Apple and Google Store reached 64.9 billion, meaning games accounted for 68.9% of all dollars spent.
Dude, that 17.9% is fucking Genshin Impact. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah.
what it seems like.
Genshin Impact came out and they're just
And
like,
fucking
fuck.
PUBG.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that game was so huge.
The most downloaded games were Join Clash 3D, Garena, Free Fire, High Heels, Bridge Race, and Among Us. I've never heard of any of those except for Among Us.
I've never heard of Among Us. I know of Among Us.
Among Us?
Yeah, I don't know Among
Big
Us.
fungus.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird thing. I mean, it is like last year, like everyone became a gamer, so I don't know.
That's
Not
true.
everyone became a gamer when the Wii came out.
That's no,
Well,
I guess. They all played
but
Wii
more
Sports, I guess.
people.
Last year,
Yeah.
though, everyone's like, let's fucking play Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal. And it's like, okay, you guys
Yeah.
are gamers now.
Yeah, you're in it. You're
Yeah,
in
that's
it.
true.
And then they went back to work, and people were like, "Well, what am I going to do now? I'm addicted to gaming. I guess I'll just play
Play at
these
work."
mobile games." Yeah,
Roblox.
yeah, Roblox and
Play now.
Genshin
Parents
Impact.
are getting into like Minecraft with their kids and
hey, good on them.
Roblox. It's-
Good on them.
As they
Minecraft-
should. Parents should game with their kids.
Yeah, Minecraft's the
I
shit,
agree.
dude. Fortnite adds a playable big baby.
Danielle, you want to elaborate?
Is there anything
sorry.
to elaborate on? I mean, do you just get to play
Yeah.
the baby?
Fortnite adds a big baby. They're adding LeBron James as a playable character.
Ah! That man
Yeah.
gets too much hate.
He is a big fucking baby, though.
You're a big
I
baby.
used to love LeBron James, and then I started watching basketball, and I was like, oh.
The
Yeah, this
basketball
game-
community shits on that man way too much. They're all just
Because
jealous.
he's a big ass baby. He's just.
I mean, I liked him.
I only see two
in
people bitching
general,
here right now.
And then I just started.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm walking out of this game. I can't take this man anymore.
Oh, if you're going to walk
Eject
out,
this
can you
man.
turn the fan on in this room, please?
He's out of here.
Ah, damn.
Magic
I'm not
Legend
LeBron
servers.
James. I don't walk out of this bullshit. Get out
Magic
of here.
Legend servers to be shut down before official launch in October 31st. Would you like to elaborate on that, Nick?
Well, yeah. So they had this Magic Legends game that was supposed to be coming out, and they had like an open beta or something, and it looked really cool. I was actually kind of interested in it, and I read this morning that they're just shutting down the servers. They're like, well, it didn't do exactly what we wanted it to do, so we're shutting it down. It's like, okay, cool.
Like
So
Paragon kind of thing.
yeah, like Paragon, just before it even officially releases, they just kill it, even though it's playable and all that. So I don't know what they're doing.
Well, it says
From it.
before
Wonder what makes them do that.
official launch. So,
Before an official launch.
so it just never officially launched, and they're just letting it go.
Right. It's in like open alpha or
Gotcha.
open beta or something like that. And
Okay.
it's the servers are shutting down on October 31st of this year.
Okay.
So
I
they
misunderstood
never
what's going
give out. Yeah, they never gave a release date or anything like that.
Do you
so.
think it's because they're just like, let's just fucking go with Magic Arena?
Could be?
Just like back that.
But I mean, Magic Arena's been around forever.
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of like a cool departure. Like, hey, we're getting into video games, kind of like how, Warhammer's in video games, or Dungeons and Dragons is now making video games. They're not good, but still, it's like,
Yeah, but like the Magic Arena thing, maybe if they like pimp that out more and like spend more time on that. Like, it really could be its own like Hearthstone. It really could be.
Right, yeah, for sure. But this was like a third-person Diablo-esque sort of game.
That's stupid.
You're stupid. All right.
That's stupid. That's not Magic.
Well, it had magic character. It had magic characters, and like your toolbar was like magic cards. Like you'd get like Fireball.
I knew nothing about this game, so this is all new information to me.
Cool.
Huh.
You're welcome. You're informed.
New expansion for Star Wars: The Old Republic: Legacy of the Sith comes out holiday 2021. This game still exists?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's 10 years old.
Wild.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't realize this game was still supported until this, and then I was like, holy shit. I want to kind of look into this, see if there's like updates. I don't know, people. And more people will probably be playing it after this comes out. Because like it got me interested. Like, what does this game look like now? I remember playing it like 6 years ago going, oh god, this game looks bad. Like muddy, and the graphics look not on up to par with anything else that's out. But I don't know. I'm willing to check it out.
Well, there you go. Let's get into the news. I really need to throw in a graphics card there.
I feel like we could do something like with our hands. Like I reach up here, right, and then Danielle like takes it and pushes it that way. You know what I mean?
Here, Nick, catch
so
this.
like if I do this and I give you something,
yeah,
right, and then you grab it.
Yeah, but my screen doesn't look like your screen.
And you give it. Well, I'm looking at the.
Oh, gotcha.
Jake, grab it.
Right, you're on the wrong side.
Oh, he's on this side for me. Are you over
there
here?
You go. There you go. No, Jake.
Right,
no, Jake. Oh my God, that was so horrible. That was so horrible.
Thank you. I got the news.
That's the news.
This comes from Dinesh at tekkenclub.com. Control multiplayer spinoff and quote-unquote bigger budget sequel confirmed. Remedy revealed that it is currently working on 5 new projects, one of which is confirmed in a press release to be a multiplayer spin-off project. Condor is to be a new cooperative multiplayer shooter for 4 players, developed and published by 505. 505 Games and Remedy. Also in the same press release, 505 and Remedy have confirmed a sequel with a bigger budget is in the making. The sequel does not surprise me. That seemed inevitable. A multiplayer.
I'm down. Freaking cool.
Going full Robert De Niro there. Yeah, that's cool. I'm into it. I'm into it. We were having a conversation. We have like a little group chat, and our friends were like, "Oh yeah, that sounds stupid," until they found out that it was like a PvE mode.
Mm-hmm.
I think a PvP mode would be pretty fucking cool too. I don't know, man. PvP control sounds pretty cool to me.
It would be cool as like a Left 4 Dead situation, you know, where you could play as like 4 guys, or maybe like two agents running around the bureau as like 2 other people are playing as Hiss trying to attack them. I think that would be kind of cool, like team-based PvP. Or another idea that I had for this would be like you are the guys who go out into the world and investigate like AWEs that are happening, and you have to like contain them and bring them back to the bureau. And I think that would be really cool. But I'm totally down. I love the world of Control. It's definitely unique, and a multiplayer in the same sort of vein as like Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer would be really cool, you know?
Mm-hmm. Just a bunch of people floating around, shooting things.
Yeah. Shooting things, using powers. And
the other thing in here is it says 5 new projects from Remedy, which is interesting. We know now that 2 of them, one of them is Project Condor, the cooperative multiplayer, and the other one is the sequel to Control. We also know one of them is that Xbox game that they're making.
That like
What do you think the other 2 games are? It's crazy they're working on 5 games. It's fucking nuts.
I have no idea. Maybe one's a movie.
I'm thinking maybe a sequel to Alan Wake.
Really?
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool.
Because that game was pretty big.
Well, yeah.
I don't know anything about it other than I've always wanted to play it, but I don't know why.
It's kind of the whole reason they're a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they
made the Max games. What are those called? Whatever.
Max Payne.
Max Payne. They made those games.
Yeah. It could be a new Max Payne.
No, because that's a Rockstar joint. Like,
well,
because they didn't even make the 3rd one, so I don't think so.
Well, I don't know.
I
don't know.
A sequel to Alan Wake.
I don't know.
Did you play Control, Danielle?
No. I've watched Nick play a little bit of it, and I think there was like a cute girl or something. Okay, never mind.
Cute girl. Cute redheaded girl with a leather jacket.
I was like, ooh, what game is this? Would I like this game? And I don't know what his response was because I wasn't paying attention, probably.
Probably.
You should play it. It's really good. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It is really good. A lot of reading.
Yeah. You don't have to read, though.
You don't have to.
You
but
can just guess what's happening.
Well, no, like they tell you this. There's like cutscenes and like it's voiceover, but you find like documents that really dive into the lore in the documents, and you're like, oh shit, that's what happened to the book club, or oh, this poor man can't find the toilet in the sector because it's moved. Yeah. And then later in the DLC, you see the toilet that was removed, just floating in space, and you're like, what the fuck? Okay, this is funny. So like little things like that you have to read in order to find that kind of reading's fine. I hate it when games just add a bunch of text that's like just blah blah blah. It's either got to be entertaining or like fill in pieces of the story or the setting. Well, a lot of it is kind of just blah blah blah, but then you'll pick up another one and it'll continue the story. Like there's a whole conversation about a book club. Like, hey, everybody, this is a book club sort of thing. So then you'll pick up a piece of paper and it's like, this is my ideas of this book. And then you'll find another one and then it'll be a different person writing about the same book. And then it's really interesting. It's very like work life almost, like reading work emails, but they all have some sort of thing into them. Yeah, the lore is really good. Because there are games where, that have this similar sort of like control, like, oh, you find it. I feel like, and this may be sacrilege to say, I feel like Uncharted is like guilty of this, where they just add like shit and it doesn't really add much to the lore. It's just like a random, like, oh, you found an artifact. I wish they added more about it. It always feels like not very good. I will say The Last of Us Part 2, the lore in that one is way better than The Last of Us Part 1. But you said Uncharted though. I know. Same guys. Okay. Come on. Same difference. Get it together. Well, in Uncharted though, when you get all the collectibles, there's nothing behind it. No. And it'd be cool if they played more like facts and stories into it. Yeah. Yes. Like backstories. I'm like, this was lost in this time, and I swear, Control happen to pick it up. Control makes no fucking sense unless you read a bunch of that stuff. Right. Yeah, because it's just like you're walking through, you're blowing people up. You don't know why you're blowing people up. You don't know why people are levitating. It's just like the story's creepy janitor guy. You don't need to know why. Right. Yeah. And that is their excuse. Like, if you don't read it, you're just a floating person and it's fun. But if you read some of the stuff, there is some like actual story there. I do think that maybe put a lot of people off though, but whatever. Because I mean, Alan Wake is a very like weird, obtuse story as well. That's just sort of like, I don't know why things are happening. They're weird games, but they're awesome. Mm. Yeah. They're very different. What is this? SCMP? What is this website? This comes from scmp.com. I don't know what that website is. League of Legends developer Riot Games adds an album of 37 lo-fi tracks for streamers to use.
Streamers have issues with playing games with licensed songs and then streaming. Some games like Cyberpunk
that's not really written to read out loud. It's just chicken scratch. Yeah. Sorry, I just like threw that in last second. Yeah, Riot Games is. Oh, I use that as a reference though. Okay, just delete it.
Oh my god, just go back.
So Riot Games, they created an album of 37 lo-fi tracks for streamers to use because a lot of games that have been coming out have like these big songs in it, and streamers have been getting flagged for streaming a game with that song in it. And so games like Cyberpunk, they've added in features so that when you're streaming, certain songs won't play, so you're less likely to get flagged. So I thought that was pretty cool that Riot Games is putting out music for streamers to use, kind of helping to promote the streaming community, right?
So yeah, that's really cool. But I have a question. Is it like 37 tracks on their games, or is it like an album you can download and have it playing over your stream sort of situation?
I think it's that one.
It's an album.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, that's all right. Like, I don't know. I feel like most, like, at this point, it's almost frustrating when a streamer complains about this shit now. It's like, dude, we know. Like, you can't use licensed music. Like, we know. And there's so many options now on just, like, go to YouTube, and there's, like, 10-hour playlists of lo-fi tracks. And, like,
right.
Like, that, it's kind of unnecessary. I appreciate it. But I do feel like it's a little unnecessary. I just fucking wish that these fucking record labels would just calm the fuck down.
Absolutely.
And just like, hey, the new Drake song, listen to it on stream. In fact, we encourage it. It'll be the most successful song of all time, dude. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
The article I was reading was saying that what is it, like some $200 million worth of damages were coming out of they were yelling at Riot Games saying that was it Roblox and their streamers were causing that publisher $200 million in damages. So I suppose this is Riot Games' way of
don't stream music because it's
to them like, hey, we're doing something to prevent this from happening again. But
it's not gonna help them. Yeah, because they're gonna start getting sued, I guess. Which is so dumb, dude. Copyright law is so fucking stupid.
Well, it's really dumb because like it's free advertisement, pretty much
promoting your song
because like you have something on in the background, right? You're not getting the full song. You're listening to a stream of a song. It's not the full quality of the song. So you have somebody like us, bumbling idiots, talking over your song, and somebody hears like a part in the song and goes, that's a neat list, interesting song. What is that song? You know, and then you put a credit to it. They can look it up. Boom, you got a sale, or you have a view, or you know, you have a new fan even.
Well, it's kind of silly. I learned when I was in ASU making music and videos and whatever, and I got in trouble because I didn't have an authentic, like original piece of music. And at the time, I didn't know you couldn't just like download something off YouTube and throw it in there. And my professor said, well, in the car, it was a car setting. They're like, well, if you just pretend you're turning on the radio, then you can argue that it's the radio and you're not going to get flagged for listening to radio music in like a source of media. Now, legally, I don't know how accurate that advice was to me, but it's like, if that's true and you can get away with like videos and streaming using radioed content, why... How are they? I don't know why this is.
I don't think the algorithm gives a shit. Like it's gonna flag you either way.
Right. Yeah. And that's the issue. Is it all like these computers know exactly what they're looking for, like the sounds that'll pop up. It'll be like you listen to 5 seconds of a sound, it flags you because it knows that that's the Yellow Submarine by the Beatles, and it's not free. You know, even the free songs. Even the free songs, sometimes you get flagged for, and you're like, no, this is a free use song. And they're like, oh, okay, I guess it is.
I've seen people who like make their own music get flagged by YouTube. And
that like, too.
I got flagged for posting my own song. Yeah, it's insane, man. I don't get it. I don't get the whole copyright thing. And the funny thing is, streaming right now is huge, right? Like it's blowing up. It's like bigger than ever. It's taken a few years, but I feel like we're finally at like the peak of like streaming now. Like streaming is bigger than ever. And I feel like a big part of why streaming is so fucking massive is because people watch their favorite streamers, they clip out little pieces, and they post it on their YouTube channel. And streamers don't complain about it. They're like, yeah, post these fucking clips of us from our streams. That's just free promotion. And like,
sure is.
I don't understand why the music industry doesn't feel the same. It's like,
because
I'm not gonna go to someone's stream, right? Hear a song and be like, well, I heard it there, I'm never gonna listen to it again.
Yeah.
You know, that's stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it's because
they're
it's run
literally
by
boxing themselves in just because of money and because they can. It's that whole old school way of thinking.
they're old white men that are like in charge of everything, and they need to die. Death to all of them.
As Wendy Williams
Death
once
to
said.
all of them.
It's Wendy Williams.
Insert in
said.
Wendy.
Yeah, insert in Wendy Williams.
I need my
clip.
fucking soundboard. Speaking of death to all of them, PlayStation users petition to cancel Hideo Kojima's rumored Xbox game.
Nice.
This comes from Tanner Deadman at comicbook.com. How did they manage to get that domain? Comicbook.com? How'd they do it?
I don't know.
Mad lads. Barely anything for certain.
Their renewal.
Yeah. Barely anything for certain is known about Hideo Kojima's next game, but already some people are trying to get the new game canceled. Specifically, some disgruntled PlayStation users who've hear the rumors.
That's the article.
Jesus, these people need to fucking edit their shit. God damn. PlayStation users who have heard the rumors about Kojima's next game potentially being an Xbox exclusive have banded together to petition that the game be canceled. The petition in question can be seen through change.org with a modest 225 signatures on it at the time of publishing. A total made even more modest by the fact that many people signed it to parody the original intent. The petition comes with a statement saying, quote, Kojima is betraying his loyal fans. He has been blinded by greed. We must help him come back to the winning side, with a plea to share the petition on social media.
That is passionate.
These people, dude.
Go ahead.
I don't know what to say to this. Like, I put this in the news, but like, what do you fucking say? Like,
this petition sounds fake. It sounds like a joke. This does remind me of like the 2013 or even like the 2006 like console wars bullshit, which is kind of dead at this point. Like, no one cares, dude. Make your game where they'll pay you.
but you say that, and we just had a thing that's like that. We were just talking about like what was it that we were talking about? The thing where people are just like, oh, this is PlayStation's way of catching up to Xbox. We were talking about Housemark and Nixus. It's like,
but that's
why?
Yeah, that's
why
the same
is that
thing.
like
It's
that's
like,
not even a real that's not what it is. It's something else. It's not always like, oh, we got to beat Xbox. That's not how it works. You know, it's a good competition to have, Microsoft and PlayStation. They don't want each other to fail.
Yeah, my guess with Kojima, if he, first of all, it's not even confirmed he's making an Xbox game. And so like, okay. And then second of all, my guess, if he is making an Xbox game, is that Death Stranding underperformed and now he's working with Xbox. And Xbox would be happy to pick up Kojima Productions. Honestly, PlayStation is stupid as fuck for not just buying them immediately, but you know, whatever.
But also, it's I forget what I was going to say.
I don't care where Kojima goes one way or the other, though. Like, whatever, man.
if he is doing a Xbox exclusive, good on him. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck it. Who the hell cares?
And I know
if he's going to make more money, good for him.
I know the thing is, like, he's been part of the PlayStation ecosystem since like the fucking 90s. So like, yeah, but also, who cares?
Yeah.
To me, that just means it's time for him to move on, make a PC game. I don't know.
Make a movie. Goddamn.
Yeah, just make a movie. Any thoughts, Danielle?
Exclusive
Maybe
Xbox.
Any thoughts on those chips?
They're hot.
That's hot.
I'm having my ghost pepper chips. So
Nice.
They're fucking hot, but Somehow the fan got turned off, so I'm really dying in here.
Go turn it on.
Does it say haunted ghost peppers?
Yeah, haunted ghost pepper. They're extra spicy.
Oh God.
I don't want to stand up because I don't have pants on.
Oh, that's right.
Turn your camera off.
I'll turn it on for you.
Like, send me a donation and I'll stand up.
All right. Well, Nick's doing that. We'll move on to the next story, unless you have anything to add about Kojima here.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, it's a lifesaver. Thank you, Nick.
Fucking broke the fourth wall right there.
Do either of you have anything to add on Kojima?
I got some comments in my chat saying Sony is stupid as fuck for keeping things console for so long. And
I guess.
I mean, yeah, but also they're making money. You know?
Yeah, I think for PlayStation though, PlayStation only games are far superior than other console, well, not other console, Xbox only stuff.
Right. But
yeah.
it's also like it's money. Like if they weren't making enough money by from those exclusive games, they would branch them out. But the thing is, they are making money off those games, so why even?
The other thing with those Sony exclusives, and this is why I think exclusive games are actually a good thing, is because like Sony can take risks on exclusive games because it's not about selling the games, it's about selling the console. So they can take those kind of risks that like an EA or an Ubisoft can't take because their whole thing is we have to sell a certain amount of copies. But the other thing is, Xbox, PlayStation, maybe PlayStation has the better games, maybe Xbox has the better games. Us as consumers should not give a fuck. We should just be rooting for the gamers and us getting the games. So like ultimately Xbox being like, we're going to go to PC, when that was first happening, all the Xbox fanboys were like, no, what are they doing? That's so stupid. And I was over here like, that's great. That just allows more people to play it. The same thing happened with Sony. True. The same thing happened with Sony when they were bringing over Horizon and all that shit. And everyone's like, why are you doing this, Sony? Those are our games. And it's like, who cares, man? That just means that all the Steam players get to play the games. Why would you complain about that? That's a good thing for the consumers.
I'm really happy about the Xbox and PC merge because my whole gaming, everything is so much broader now.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's good everything's like starting to go to PC. That just means like we have more options as far as hardware goes.
And that could bring more cross-platform games like what we're seeing with Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it will give more drive to make them cross-platform. If you have a great game.
All about bringing the community together.
Yes.
And destroying each other.
And racial slurs.
And racial slurs.
Race wars.
Race wars.
Fast and Furious. Our last piece of news here. This was kind of the big piece of news of the week. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut arrives on PS5 and PS4 consoles on August 20th. This comes from Andrew Goldfarb on the PlayStation blog. Andrew Goldfarb is the communication managers at Sucker Punch. It says here, we're happy to announce that on August 20th, we'll be releasing Ghost of Tsushima's Director's Cut on both PS5 and PS4 consoles. This new edition comes packed not only with new original not only with the original game and every piece of additional content we've sold to date, but a brand new adventure for Jin alongside a bunch of new features that we're excited to reveal. I'm not going to read all of this stuff here, but
that's a lot.
It's coming with an expansion, which is this like Iki Island. I don't know how to say that. But apparently it's like a whole new island. If you've played Ghost of Tsushima, I imagine that's going to be like a solid like 20-hour like expansion.
Wow.
That's really awesome. PS5 exclusive features, so that means we're going to get like,
ray tracing.
Probably ray tracing as well as adaptive triggers, all that fun stuff. 60 frames per second, 3D audio. Alongside
Improved load times. I don't know how they would do that.
I know, dude. The load times are already ballers. Fuck. Like they're so good that like the developers were like, we had to make the load times longer so that way people had time to read the tips on the loading screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how insane the load times are. Alongside the director's cut, anyone who already owns Ghost of Tsushima will be able to download a patch containing some new updates. Once again, many of these updates are directly thanks to a constant stream of feedback you've been providing since launch. And then the other thing it mentions is the Ghost of Tsushima Legends mode, which is that multiplayer, the PvE multiplayer. That's getting updates as well. They said that no additional charges for that. So even if you own the base game, you're getting all the updates for that regardless. And they said that there will be more information on that in the future. It's coming to PS5 and PS4. $69.99 for PS5 and $59.99 for PS4. If you already own Ghost of Tsushima on PS4, you can pre-order an upgrade for $20. So yeah, there you go. August 20th.
Thanks. Nice.
Any thoughts?
I need to play that game.
Well, it's
kind of long.
It is a long game. It's a fantastic game. I platinumed it. I'm excited for the new island. The other exciting thing about it, the Legends mode is just fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing that it and I'm glad that it's free for me because I didn't beat Ghost of Tsushima because that first section was just so grindy. I felt like it was very grindy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But
fun, though.
The Legends, so much fun, and I want more content for it, and I want the boys to play it. Just slaying some mystical demons in Edo, Japan would be awesome.
Yeah. I got nothing else to say about it. I mean, like, I think, it's basically $10 for the PS5 upgrade and then $20 for the new content is basically how I'm reading it here, which that's fair. That seems like
standard.
Feels like fair price. I'm excited about it. I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of expecting them to just sort of move on to the next thing.
Yep.
I remember reporting a few months back, Nick. We reported about them hiring someone to do more of for a multiplayer thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if it's just like they're just expanding this multiplayer.
It could be,
because our speculation was like, oh, they're making like a multiplayer game now, and like that's going to be the thing going forward. But maybe not. Maybe we're wrong.
Like,
maybe
I'm still hoping for a multiplayer Infamous. That'd be really fucking cool.
Yeah, I think they should move on. But like, it is something that like Sony is inherently lacking, right? Like they just don't have that multiplayer game. Like Xbox has Halo,
right?
PlayStation doesn't have that. They don't have.
I mean,
that.
if we had factions out,
even that isn't like Halo. Like we used to have Killzone, but like
right, and now it's Horizon.
Horizon. So
so I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Weird.
One more thing before we move on to what to look forward to next week. I saw a thing talking about EA Play. Apparently, EA Play is going to have things throughout the month leading up to their like big event on the 27th. Just throwing it out there.
Okay.
So
that's cool, I guess.
Next week they have first person shooter conference. I don't know what the fuck that means. So
do you think they have enough to talk about throughout the month without like oversaturating it, so that when they do have their conference, it's not like, oh, we already heard all this bullshit?
That's my concern, is like they're gonna blow their load and then they're gonna have nothing to talk about at the big conference, or these little things are going to be nothing and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is also kind of my guess. Also, they've been showing a lot of stuff on Dying Light, so if you guys want to like go look up Dying Light, there's a lot of new information on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
What to look forward to next week? July 2021's free PlayStation Plus titles: A Plague Tale: Innocence, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and WWE 2K Battlegrounds are set to be available beginning July 5th.
So nice. A Plague Tale coming to PlayStation Plus,
5.
is that? No, I was just saying PlayStation.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
PlayStation 5 only?
PlayStation 5 only, probably.
All right, only for the kings. So is that the first time it's been on PlayStation at all?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's not.
Yeah.
I thought it was on PlayStation already.
No.
I thought it was PC only. So it's kind of bigger than it just being on PlayStation Plus.
Well, what the fuck do I know, I guess? Shit.
Yeah, we know about video games. Plague Tale, if you got a PlayStation 5, download it, play it, and then tell me how you like it. Comment on one of our YouTube links or something, because I've been playing the fuck out of that game. And I absolutely...
It might also be coming out on PlayStation 4 at the same time.
I thought that was one coming out on PlayStation 4.
That's what I thought. It was already on PS4. Is this just the PS5 upgrade? I have no fucking clue.
I don't think so.
I was telling Nick, I was like, this game has been hella slept on, including by me. So like, I'm excited to play it actually. So
yeah, I don't think it's like as great as The Last of Us or God of War, but in terms of gameplay, I keep comparing it to those two games, gameplay and story, and like I just love it so much, but I don't think it's as great, but it's still very similar, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, play it, Jake. Let me know what you think about it. We can talk about it.
Okay, I was wrong, you guys. The game was released worldwide for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on May 14th, 2019.
I told you. What the fuck? God, I'm not stupid.
So for the first time ever on PS5.
Yeah. So
it's a PS5 upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought it was.
Well,
the console players haven't been talking about the game, and I don't know why. I've heard about it from
that's
Xbox.
What I was saying. Like it's totally been slept on, so like I'm excited to play it.
Yeah, which is why I love having Game Pass, because I've been using it to play games I normally wouldn't play, and I thought, oh cool, a PC only game I could explore, and I was telling everyone, yeah, you should get Xbox Game Pass and play this game, and now it's available for everybody, which is really cool.
You should try Hellblade once you're done with that.
Yes, I really want to play Hellblade.
It's a great game. Here's the full July 2021 lineup for games with gold. I always hate these. Planet Alpha available July 1st to 31st. Rock of Ages 3 Make and Break available July 16th to August 15th. Conquer Live and Reloaded available July 1st to 15th. Midway Arcade Origins available July 16th to 31st.
Did all that, not reading it again.
Write it down. Rewind. I don't know what to tell you. Dude, they just need to get rid of games with gold. Like, seriously. Like,
no, that would be terrible.
Why?
It's Plus. It's PlayStation Plus for Xbox.
Why would it be terrible?
Because then what would they have? Like, these games are all shit.
They'd have Game Pass.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't get gold with Game Pass. These games you get.
I think most people have fucking the $15 Game Pass games with gold thing.
If you have Xbox Ultimate, it comes with gold, I believe.
Yeah.
I think technically gold, but I don't.
But what I'm saying is, like, they should just sell Game Pass, get rid of gold completely, let anyone play online. Doesn't fucking matter. Most people are going to PC anyway.
Confusing.
It is confusing.
Most people are
so fucking confusing.
Most people are going to PC anyway, and if you're playing Xbox games on PC, you don't need gold to play online. So like, just get rid of gold completely and just fully back Game Pass. That's what I think they should do. But you know, whatever.
I agree.
And it seems like they're going that direction when they at E3 they're like, hey, Halo you can play online without gold, and it's free to play.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I don't know. Just fucking maybe that's when they'll cancel gold. I feel like that's been the rumor for a long time, is that they're going to cancel gold at some point. They really should.
But with that, with you saying that Halo is going to be free to play, does that mean that you don't have to buy the game in order to play the multiplayer?
No. Yeah, it's free
I
to play.
feel like their numbers are going to go down. But with that, they're probably going to have like a battle pass. And
What do you mean their numbers are
up.
going to go down?
Like the sale numbers of the game. Because for me, I don't give a shit about
Well, the game's
Halo
coming to Game
Halo
Pass
story.
anyway.
Right. But I don't care about the Halo story. So if
Yeah.
I just have like an Xbox, right, and just download the game, and then I can play the game without paying for it, play multiplayer without paying for it, right? But they're going to have a battle pass for sure.
Yeah. They'll definitely have a
Because
battle pass.
that's the way everything's going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's on Game Pass anyway. Like, I feel like their whole model is not about like numbers and like selling games. Every game they release now is just another piece of content that they can have on their streaming service, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What to look forward to. Also, Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin comes out July 9th on the Switch and PC. Nick's excited about that.
Yep.
And then
I sure am.
this started on Sunday, but GDQ is going all week, so go donate or whatever.
What is GDQ?
GDQ is games done quick, people speedrunning for charity.
Oh,
Yeah, go check that out.
Game.
It's always fun. It's a good thing to put on in the background when you're playing Madden, which is another game I've been playing a lot of. Forgot to mention that, but whatever. Recent reviews via OpenCritic. Did you talk about Mario Golf last week?
I think so.
On OpenCritic? I was curious. I'm really curious what OpenCritic has to say about Mario Golf.
I'll pull it up.
I would really love it if you did.
Mario Golf Super Rush. That's what it's called, right?
That is what
it has. A 73 out of 64 critic reviews.
Okay, yeah. That
so
sounds about
it's
right.
fair. Is what they classified it.
Yeah.
So it seems like
bad.
Speed Golf is a fun addition, but poor adventure mode, a slight selection of courses, and low replayability results in Mario Golf Super Rush being an underwhelming entry into the series. That's what I've heard. That's kind of the general census of the whole thing, is like there's no content. The Speed Golf is fun, but that's it.
Cool. You got a question for us, Nick?
No.
Can you have a question for us, Nick?
No.
That's the question, huh?
I don't know.
Danielle, you got a question for us?
Danny. We can't hear you again. This is going fucking well.
It's come off the rails.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You got a question.
It's not really a question for the audience. I don't know. Feel free to comment. What's going to come first, the HBO's Last of Us or the Last of Us multiplayer?
There you go. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Just as my mic cut out too, I was like,
make sure you check out all the other LonerCast shows, like the Jake and Corey podcast, which comes out every Monday. This show we do live every Monday at 3:30 on twitch.tv/LonerCast, goes live everywhere else on Tuesday on every streaming podcast service in existence by just looking up LonerCast. You can follow me on Twitter at emergencypizza_, at fatal_microwave is Nick. Also, I just made a new Twitter for just our LonerCast shit. So if you want to follow that, at LonerCast1. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/LonerCast. And then, of course, Danielle, would you like to pimp yourself out as well?
Yeah, follow me.
Yeah.
Why am I talking like that? I've been doing my streams Thursday, Mischievous Vixen. Use autocorrect if you need help spelling it. Mischievous Vixen on Twitch.
There you go.
Yeah. got my whole setup going now. I'm ready. I'm streaming Neon Abyss and A Plague Tale.
Nice.
Sick.
Yep.
That's the show. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in.